by Centavos. Keep more of your money.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Ask Sloan. I'm Ben.
I'm Sloan.
Today, we're going to be doing a recap 2025, insight into 2026. I like to start with something I heard this guy, I think his name is Vin Zhang on YouTube. I don't know if you ever seen him. He's a speaker. He talks about, how to do public speaking well. And one of the things he likes to talk about is high, low buffalo, right? Have you ever heard of that? High, low buffalo?
I don't think so.
So, high, tell me about a high from this year, something that you were like, wow, this is amazing. I'm glad this happened. Low, something you were like, this is a overcoming moment, not the best moment that you had in 2025. And Buffalo, just like something fun, something you wish you would have done, something you did that you were like, oh, this was fun, or, you know,
Well, something I did or didn't do.
I mean, it could be either, right? It could be something that you want to do or and didn't do, or it could be something that's like fun, or it could be a funny story. That's the point of the Buffalo. It's like make it what you want to be.
Okay. So I go first.
Okay, go
Oh, okay. All
ahead.
right.
So
my
high.
my high this year was my 20th anniversary trip to St. Martin with my wife.
Oof.
It was absolutely incredible.
Didn't have to flex on us like that.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, tell us a little bit about it. What you guys do?
Woo. Um. So it was our plan, like F. Um. We had all this criteria. Like we
Okay.
planned this trip for like a year. Okay, it was
Wow.
ridiculous. Um. It's 20 years. I mean, it had to be like, it was like our first vacation ever, just me and her kind of a situation. Like we had a couple, those are totally stories for another episode. They were terrible. So it was like the first one that like, it's going to be like us. It's going to be great. A week, Um, we had talked about like the Maldives.
Okay.
Okay. We had talked about Bali. So Sherry wanted to go to the ocean, like turquoise ocean, can see all the way to
Okay.
the
She wanted to
bottom.
be in the islands.
Yeah, and we didn't have concept of that, like
Yeah.
like how many different places, like yeah, it's the islands, like it's the Caribbean, it's the Polynesian, it's certain islands that have that, right?
Hmm.
Okay, so that's where she wanted to be. I was like, I had a budget, and then I had a buddy who was like, look, a week's not long enough if you're gonna go to Bali or Thailand, because it's like 3 days just to like recover from jet lag and all that stuff, like be okay.
Wow.
Then like you want to be there a week after that, and then you got to come home and like it's three, like you know what I mean,
Takes a long
like
time.
it's a 2 week trip, really. I'm like, well, I don't have 2 weeks, so we're like, okay, well, I don't know. So we thought about it. We looked at Europe, and like we got to like January, and I'm like, babe, I don't have the budget. Like I don't know how we're gonna do this. And praise the Lord, her parents had some points for Hilton Grand Vacations, and I had a bunch of Amex points, so we were able to get flights to certain places, for free. So then we were subject to Hilton Grand Vacations, like what was available there, and like she wanted 80-degree water, like very specific. Like I want to be able to snorkel. I don't want the water to be chilly at all, like whatever. So there wasn't a lot of options, was the
Yeah.
thing. Like there really wasn't a lot of options. So it was like St. Martin was the option. So we're like, okay, well, I guess we're going to St. Martin. And we know nothing about it. And we were just hoping it was gonna be good.
You got to talk to me next time, man. You know I'm Dominican.
Yeah, I mean, I knew but didn't know. And I hear the Dominican is great. It's like right next door.
Beautiful.
So anyways, we went. It was awesome. We rented a boat for half a day to see what that was like. We loved it, so we rented a boat for a full day. 2 days later, we snorkeled all over the island. Apparently, Donald Trump has a house on Plum Bay, and so they said like the snorkeling there is like some of the best in the world. So funny, Donald Trump, some of you the best ever. Right.
Best snorkeling
So
ever.
anyway, so we go snorkeling in front of his house. And I'm be honest with you, I'm scared of the ocean, Like I'm like legit scared of the ocean. Like,
Thought a shark was
and I
gonna
don't
cut
like
me.
watch Shark Week or anything. Like I don't do that, but like the ocean freaks me out. Like large creatures, like oh my, like the ocean freaks me out. But I'm like trying. I'm trying hard. My wife loves snorkeling. I think we want to learn scuba, but it's just gonna take me like it's gonna like we didn't have enough time to learn that. I was gonna try to learn that before we went, so we could like do some of that. But anyways, the ocean just freaks me out. But anyway, so we're in Plum Bay. We're swimming along, and right when we get to about in front of Donald Trump's house, and he hadn't been there. Like apparently he hadn't been there like 20 years or something. Like you know what I mean? Like
He probably forgot about the
he
house.
probably forgot about that
He's
one.
like about to be 80 years old.
It's crazy. So we run into this school of thousands of fish. Thousands.
Wow.
Like you see in Nemo. You know what I mean? Like they come up to
A whale is not far behind those fish.
well, so like I'm swimming in these thousands of fish, and like there's one little group that's just like going around me, and like their little eyeball, their eyeball
Yeah.
is like it's like they're like looking at me. You know what I mean? They're like, who is this dude in our middle of our and all I can think about is like this is a bunch of food for somebody. Like I don't want to be food for somebody. Like oh, I'm
So you
like
just started freaking
I'm
out?
like near panic attack situation, but I'm trying hard. I'm breathing. I'm doing my breathing. Like I want so bad to like be good. But that was an incredible experience. We went snorkeling all over the island. There's a Dutch side and a French side.
Wow.
It's super cool. The culture is awesome. The food is great. It's not expensive. I had a lobster. I like held it up for a little picture.
That's
Like
awesome.
it was like she's like, you want to hold it? And I'm like, not really. She's like, here. And I'm like,
Throws it on
it's
you.
like, I was like, it's like it's spiny and stuff, and it starts whap whap whap. I mean, it's like it's going crazy, but Maine lobster tastes a whole lot better. But it was that was my high. That was
Okay.
an incredible trip.
That's a good high. All right.
I love my wife. I don't know. Maybe I've said that a time or two.
A time or two is an understatement. What about your low?
No. You got to tell us your high now. We're gonna do
All
highs
right.
first.
So we'll go back and forth.
Yeah. Come on.
My high of 2025. I think I have a few different highs, man.
Only one, bro. Your highest. The high. The high of
My
2025.
highest high. This one's
The
tough.
highest high.
Um, hmm. um, I think the highest high came recently.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, just last weekend.
Yeah, my birthday. No.
Funny guy.
Last
Um,
weekend, bro. Let's lay it on me. Tell me what happened.
so I went to Dallas and I I signed up a long time ago for like this prayer group. Um, and my therapist had always been raving about it, telling me about it, and telling me about how like it's so awesome and how like these people have like they're like gifted from God, all these things, right? And I was like, yeah, 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 sure, because me and him were like friends. Yeah, yeah, whatever. And he was like, just sign up one day, just sign up. And he's been telling me this for like 2 years, and I was blowing it off, and eventually I was like, all right, fine, I'll do it. And I signed up,
Okay.
and their wait list was like, dude, like 4 months.
What?
like 4 months long. They're like, yeah, we could get you in, sometime around November, December. We'll let you know. Right.
Okay.
A long time, and this was like I signed up probably in like August.
Okay.
So I forgot about it. Then they let me know like, hey, come around December 13th, and I was already going to Dallas during that time with my girlfriend,
Okay.
and um, I get to Dallas, and I'm like, oh, we went out, whatever, and so my expectations were kind of low, and I get there, and I'm not kidding, man. I feel like I'm still like floating from the experience because like I talked to these people and you know, we just like prayed. We just talked and prayed and stuff. And it was like, I feel so,
Just like a little retreat.
no, man.
What was it?
It was like they have, it's called 6-1 Ministries, right?
Okay. 6-1 Ministries.
Yeah,
Okay.
they have like their own church, whatever. And they just like, you go, you talk to them, and it's just like prayer. And you guys just like talk and pray and stuff. And
It's just like one night. It's one
it says
evening.
no, it's in the morning. And you're
It's in
there
the
for like
morning.
3 hours nearly.
Okay.
And yeah, I think it's 3 hours. I was there for about 3 hours. And, I just like tell them the story of my life and like we just talk and pray and stuff. And after that experience, I felt so lifted. Like I've been like going through a lot of like internal battles like throughout the year.
Okay.
And, I've made a lot of decisions and, a lot of different things have been going on. But like I felt like so like present during that moment, like with God.
Awesome.
And like things have happened. Like I got a girlfriend, I got a promotion. Um, I've gotten opportunities. We have the podcast. A lot of awesome things have happened, but like it's like when you have a moment like that, it's like an indescribable feeling. Like even like when you talk about it, like I have goosebumps right now. Like
I love it.
it's like I feel it's hard to describe how I feel.
Okay.
I've been trying to like sit with myself for a while and like understand how I feel. But the best way to describe it is like y- you ever like play outside when you're a kid and you're like it's like the summer and you're super hot and you're parched. You come back inside and you have a cold glass of water and you could feel the cold glass of water go through your body and like into your stomach and you're like, wow.
So they call that refreshing.
Yeah, I feel yeah. Yeah. But it's
I'm just trying to
I'm
help
very
you
illustrative.
identify
Yeah.
the feeling because you're
Yeah.
like
No, you're
it's
right.
hard to describe, but I think
That's how I feel.
you feel refreshed.
I feel refreshed by that experience. Um,
Were you looking for something before you went?
um, no, not really.
Not like were you looking for something from them? Were you just looking for something? Were you missing something?
I feel like I'm always looking for, like always looking to the next thing. Like let me do the next thing, and like let me do the next thing. And I think like throughout the year, I definitely lost sight of like, you know, the Lord is the lamp to your feet, right? In those times, people were, if you're walking at night, you're walking in darkness. There's no street lamps. They had a lamp. And the lamp, all you could see is like what's right around you. And the Lord being the lamp to your feet is like, I don't know what's over there across the street, but I could see what's right in front of me. And God, I'm going to trust you to be this next step. And so I've been like really thinking about the future, next. What about this? What about this? And I kind of lost sight about like of the Lord being the lamp to my feet. And like God's like make this left, but I'm like, but like the left doesn't align with like I want to be a millionaire. You know what I mean? They're like, make this right, but I'm like, oh, but I can't do that because the expectation is here.
So
You know?
you're saying right now that you have received direction down a path you didn't want to go. Now we're moving from your high to something else at the moment.
Well, no, I mean, I think it's a high because I've received.
Because if something's telling you to
No,
go over here and you're like, no, doesn't align with what I'm trying to accomplish. Like, did that happen?
Well,
Did that dilemma occur this year,
oh
or
yeah,
has
yeah,
that
yeah.
dilemma occurred before?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I think that's a dilemma that occurs just in the life of trying to live a Christ-like life. There's things that you want that you just can't have, and you just won't have, and that's okay because if, and you've said this in the past, like if this is not what God wants for you don't want it,
Yeah, I don't want it.
right?
I mean, I think that's a very unique thing, though. I mean, I
Yeah,
don't think a lot of people think about it that
but
way.
it's like you shouldn't want it because whatever it is that God has for you is much greater than whatever it is that you want for yourself, even if you don't know. And so I guess
Right.
what I'm
Yeah. Like
right,
if you believe that, that is true. Like I believe that is true.
yeah.
100%.
And so like I think that it's a high for me because I'm like brought back to this point where
Well,
I
the
feel
dilemma
like
itself wasn't a
clean.
high. This was the high. The
This was the
event
high.
was the high.
This what the
But you've been faced with this difficulty of
well, I've been faced with like many difficulties, right? We'll get
no, no,
into that, but like
but we're only talking about specifically, like, and the reason I guess the reason why I'm pointing this out is because generally speaking, I agree with you that like I have already like established where I want to go.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And then when I can't go there, I have gotten pretty frustrated about it.
yeah,
But I didn't always know like what the direction was.
yeah. And
I
honestly,
mean, you know what
like
I mean?
yeah, I know what you mean.
Like the door, this door is not open. Like this is the door I'm supposed to
Yeah.
go in. Like why is it like Lord
But
why is the
I don't
door
want
not
to
open?
I don't want to
But I don't see the window.
yeah.
I
I
don't
want
see
to
the
make
window.
sure that there's a distinction though, right? Because like this experience is not really about like direction, like what direction I should go. This experience is about like faith, like
The
helping
experience
my
you had is
yeah.
about closeness with God. It's about
Yes.
getting closer to God.
Yes. And
But
like everything
but
that comes with that.
but the relief that you say that you felt is related to the lamp on you're saying like one of the things you received from this event was to acknowledge the acknowledgement that the lamp is on your feet. The lamp is
Yes.
here. And then you related that to a dilemma that you faced. And that part of this refreshing thing is that, like, hey, the Lord's got me and he's not going to lead me astray. But you're reminded of these dilemma moments where
Yes.
you wanted to go left and the Lord was like, no, I want you to go right. And I'm just saying, like, for for those who don't fully like have had an experience like that, like can you expand on it a little bit?
Absolutely. Yeah. So the reason I said that before is because that um analogy, if you will, right? Directly from the Bible is more related to faith, the faith that you have, right, in taking this next step, whatever that step is. Even if that step is, I don't know, I'm gonna stay home today. I'm not gonna go out, or I'm going to church in the morning. Like, even if it's like, seems like the smallest thing is
But
my
what
point.
but I'm asking about the specific thing
Hmm.
that you were identifying.
Hmm.
I wanted to go here. The Lord was like, no, like you were like, hey, because your example was the Lord was like, hey, go over here, and you're like, no, but that doesn't go like that's not the way I want to go.
I
Like
see
I
what you
was
mean.
wondering, is that was that a specific moment?
I think that's many moments.
Right, but
So like you want a specific moment
I
as
mean,
to
I was going for one,
yeah,
but if
yeah.
you
No,
don't
no,
really have one,
absolutely.
it's okay.
No, no, I do. Well, part of that is like going back to New Jersey.
Whether or not to move
Move
back to
back
New
to New
Jersey.
Jersey.
Okay,
Yeah.
this is great. This is great. So, and the reason why I bring this up is because I
Yeah.
got this recently, and I don't remember if it was my daughter or who it was, but you know, the question I think no, it was definitely my daughter. Okay, it was my
Mm.
oldest. She's in, uh, she's she's a junior in college,
Yeah.
and she was like, "How do you know when the Lord is telling you no,
Oh, that's easy.
right? Or when how do you know when the Lord is leading you in a different direction than you want to? Like she had all these questions about the difference between the Lord's instructions and the enemy's distractions, and like how do you know
Yeah.
like when you're supposed to like bear down and plow forward because you're
Yeah.
just running into a little bit of resistance, and when like there's a wall you can't go through, you need to go a different direction. Like how do you know that? And
I'm
so I'm
I'm so
trying
glad you asked this
I'm
question.
trying to relate
So
this to
yeah, I
that because
got you. I got you.
okay, all right,
All right. So there's been very few times I've like heard the voice of God,
okay.
right? In both of those occasions, it was about the word of God. About
In
the
both
word of God.
occasions that he spoke to you where you knew what he was saying, the actual words, it
It
was about scripture.
is about reading scripture.
What did he say?
So the first one, and I think I've told you this one before, was um, inscribe the words inscribe the words of the Lord in your heart. So it was about me getting a
Yes, you told me
tattoo.
about that one.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
about me getting a tattoo,
Inscribe the words of the Lord on your heart.
and that is in the book of Psalms. I didn't even know that.
I love it.
I had not read that before.
So beautiful.
The second time was just very plain. Read the word.
Read the word. That's three
Yeah,
words.
read the word. That's it.
Okay.
And so it's always just been about the word of God. And so when you are faced, and when I'm faced with a moment where you're like, I don't know whether to go left or right, like, God, what do you want me to do? Everything is in the word. This, the God's word is what is going to give you the direction. Like all revelation is in the word.
So when did you want to go in a different direction than the Lord was telling you to go?
Okay.
Jersey. We're talking about Jersey.
Yeah. So
You wanted to
even
go home?
I'll take it a step deeper.
You wanted to go home?
I wanted to go home all the time,
You
but
still want to go home?
yeah,
Oh,
but I
I'm gonna miss you, bro.
but the thing is like if that's not where I'm supposed to be, then that's just not where.
And you feel like the Lord is directing you to stay here.
Yes.
Okay.
And so like
But sometimes you don't want to stay here.
exactly
Okay.
because it's hard to stay here.
It's hard.
100%. I'm
It's
by myself all the time,
wow.
except for when I'm obviously with my girlfriend. But that's recent,
Okay.
you know. Um. So, but even to take it a step further, just like not reading the word at all, not praying at all, things that has done to me.
You stopped reading the word and stopped praying, or you didn't to begin
Yes,
with?
I stopped.
You stopped because you were upset,
I stopped.
frustrated,
I stopped because
couldn't hear him.
I stopped because the word of God brings revelation, and sometimes you don't want to be met with the point where you need to make a left or a right in a crossroad.
I think it's really hard when they're going to throw you in the lion's den.
Yes. Now I want to take it even a step even deeper than that. Part of that also is who you need to become, like what you become, like being a true follower of Christ. The Lord is made strong in my weakness. You know what I mean?
Yes,
The Lord is
100%.
glorified in my strength. In the moments of strength when I give him glory. Not everybody does that, but the Lord is glorified in my weakness because in my weakness, he is strong and he propels me up.
Hmm.
But the process of being quote unquote weak, like, the gospel is an upside down version of what the world deems to be great, right? Like if I slap you in the face and you stay slapped and give me your other cheek, people will be like, wow, what a coward. But that's not what Jesus says.
Yes,
You
that is
know?
100% true what you just said. But the reason I'm going to say but to that is because if you do it consistently, after a period of time, the truth will be revealed and your reputation will be restored.
Mm,
In the moment, you look weaker,
yeah,
but in the end, you look like the winner.
yeah,
It's the tortoise and the hare.
yeah.
right? Like, and turning the other cheek is not really about allowing yourself to become a doormat. We're not talking about, and that's something that I didn't understand. I let myself be a doormat,
Mhm.
and that's not what it's meant. What it
Oh
means.
yeah, definitely not.
It
But
means don't get offended.
yeah, I mean, revenge is God's.
So vengeance is mine,
Yeah,
says the Lord.
vengeance is
Right?
the
Okay.
Lord's. Yeah,
Pray for your enemies. Like that's a whole nother thing.
yeah,
But but okay, so you're choosing to listen to the Lord instead of your desire to go back home.
yeah. That's just like one example,
Yeah, no,
and
I
that's
feel
not
that,
even like the greatest
and but
example,
that's
really.
okay. It's a good one,
Yeah,
right? Okay, and so your high this year was getting closer to the Lord, and and having and being refreshed by the Holy Spirit, and a feeling of peace around um your walk, what you're doing, who you are, and where you're going.
yeah.
I love that. I think that's beautiful. What's your low?
I think dealing with disappointment, not disappointment in the sense of like, oh, I didn't get what I wanted. Disappointment in the sense of like, I've disappointed a lot of people.
You feel like you are a disappointment.
Yeah, I felt like I was a disappointment.
Why?
Well, there are certain things, certain areas of my life where I was performing at like a very, very high level. And when I didn't feel the same, I didn't perform the same, you know? And I'm speaking very generally, but like an example is like, in my church, I was like one of the leaders in the youth ministry, you know? And before, I was like trying to do different philanthropy events and trying to solve every problem and like doing this and that. But when I was like going through like internal conflict and dealing with like different moving parts of my life, I kind of took a back seat. And people that, depended on me and had confidence in me, I let them down. And like dealing with that was like hard. And so like that was my low.
I understand. It can be very hard.
Yeah.
I take responsibility to others very seriously,
Yeah.
and it hurts.
It does. Yeah.
It hurts.
And it's hard also because like when you feel bad for yourself, you almost are angry at yourself for feeling bad for yourself. So you're like in this loop where I'm like, I don't deserve to feel bad for myself. Like, so I'm mad at myself because of the mistakes that I've done. So then you get into this cycle of like unforgiveness for yourself, you know? So I was just dealing with that for a long time. Like, I like throughout this year. Like every time I would make a mistake and like let somebody down in my life, I would like beat myself up for it so bad. And that would just like make me let them down again. You know what I mean? Or let the next person down or fumble this other thing. Um, and so yeah, that was my low.
I get it.
What about you, man? What was your low?
My low is probably just related to the difficulty for launching Centavos.
Hmm.
We ran into some problems like you always do. I anticipated some problems, but not to the extent that we had to deal with. And I'm probably about 6 months behind schedule,
Hmm.
which is difficult in so many ways. That's my low.
Oh, sorry to hear that, man. But everything happens for a reason.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So don't say that at a funeral, okay?
Yeah, I
Just letting
will.
you know.
You know the worst thing I ever said in a funeral? You want to know the worst thing I
Give
ever
it to
said?
me. Lay it on me. Come on. That was your low that year.
No, yeah, it was honestly the dumbest thing. Probably top five dumbest things I ever said. Probably number three or
Tell
something
me.
too.
Tell me. What
But
did you
anyway,
say?
I'm at this funeral. I go up to the grieving family, one of the members of the family, and I go up to them. I'm like, "How are you feeling?
How are you feeling now that
How
your
are you
loved one is
feeling?"
dead?
Yeah.
That's terrible, man.
I
So
was just
insensitive, man.
like so awkward. I didn't know what to say. And I've been to so many funerals that I should know what to say.
One of the best pieces of advice I ever got, and I have not been to a lot of funerals, but he said, you show up and you shut up.
Yeah.
There's nothing to say. They don't care. You don't tell them, hey, he's in a better place. She's in a better place.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't, none of that. You don't, oh, I'm
Yeah.
so sorry. You don't know. You show up, you shut up. They just want you to be there for them. You bring a
Yeah.
casserole
Yeah.
and you don't say a word.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Hugs,
My whole thing now is just
you know.
like I show up and I'm just like, in Spanish you say "Dale el pésame," and that's it. And say God bless you, and I'm praying for you, and
I'm
just stick
here.
around, and
That's
I'm
it.
here, and that's
I'm
it.
here.
And
Whatever you
then
need.
actually be there. That's it.
Yeah, I'm here. Whatever you need. I'm here. I
But
love that. I think it's important that we show up for each other.
what
And we
about
don't.
Buffalo?
Buffalo. So funny story. Buffalo. Buffalo's a
Yeah,
funny
Buffalo.
story. I don't know if I have a funny story
It
this
could
year.
be anything.
I mean, I think I'm on the spot with Buffalo real quick. Um, I'll tell you some exciting stuff. My second daughter went off to college.
That's awesome.
So we've successfully launched our children at this point. We have 3 daughters. They're amazing. Um,
So two of them are in college.
2 of them are in college.
That's awesome, man.
Michaela is going to hang out with us probably for a long time, which is super cool. She's amazing. She has a wonderful life. Um, she's so good at video games. It's pretty wild. Um, so she has a mutation on her CIC gene,
Mm.
and that's some very wild language. And I know nobody has any idea what that means.
Yeah.
And I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
And none of the doctors know what that means. So she's like number 7 identified with this
In the world?
in the world
Wow.
out of now about 30 people maybe.
Wow.
So it has caused her to um have different skill sets,
Interesting.
is what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
And so she's gonna be with us for a while, if not
Okay.
forever. And that's okay. That's super cool. She's gonna start um, volunteering with my wife. She loves horses, so we go horseback riding, and she's gonna volunteer at an organization called Sire. They're gonna have a great time. So my oldest 2 are away at college, and my youngest is hanging out with me and mom. And like we finally have the family we've been trying to have.
Wow.
And I think that's the thing. I think it's like this thing that you work on, you know? It's been tough, you know,
Yeah.
but everybody's happy and healthy, and I'm just, I love being a husband and a dad. And that's my Buffalo, my girls,
That's awesome.
right?
That's awesome, man. Yeah. So are you gonna be with them for the holidays now?
Yeah, they're
Coming
coming
back
back.
for Christmas?
They're coming back. They should be back here in a couple of days. So
Nice.
we're gonna hang out.
Do they go to the same college and
They
everything?
do not.
Oh,
They do not. One's uh, in Georgia.
Georgia. Sheesh.
One's in Dallas. So
Okay. So one stayed a little closer.
that's so funny. The one in Georgia calls every day, all day long.
Yeah.
The one in Dallas, not so much.
No,
She
but that's the
calls, but
thing.
just not off as often.
That's the thing, though. I mean, is the one in Dallas like newly into college?
It's her first year.
Okay,
Yeah.
there you go.
The
Yeah,
older one, it's her 3rd year.
yeah.
I'm just making I'm just making light of it.
You're just
I think
making it
it's fun.
funny. Um,
Yeah, I was talking to my second daughter before we did our shows. I mean, like,
uh,
she's still connected.
are they very
It's cool.
similar? Are they different?
They're actually not. They're completely different. It's so funny too because like Sherry and I are completely different. Like
Yeah,
we're completely different,
yeah.
And she's left-handed and I'm right-handed.
You're the more outspoken one.
We're just completely different. So what's funny is like the parts of me that are in my oldest are
Hmm.
not in my second.
Okay.
And the parts of Sherry that are in my oldest are not in my second. So she has a different part of me and a different part of her mom than her older sister. Um, and the youngest has, you know, a mixture as well. You know what I mean? Like it's just it's
Yeah.
really um it's fun, bro. It's fun. It's hard,
That sounds fun.
but it's fun.
Yeah, I can relate with being in a family full of women. You know, very different personalities. Everybody's very
Right?
different. Yeah,
Like your sisters are not all the same.
at all. I mean,
And if
they're
you really think about the characteristics of mom and dad in each of them, you'll be like, oh, okay. And like
yeah,
they don't get the same, and like you didn't get the same as they did, and like
yeah,
it's just, I think the creation story is so beautiful. How we all have become who we are, and how that relates to the generations that have come before us.
yeah,
I think that's wild.
yeah. They say women are more like PS5 controls and men are just like joysticks.
That's probably true. What's your buffalo?
My buffalo. I went to the Houston rodeo this year. I had the most amazing time at the Houston rodeo.
Wow,
That
it's a
whole
great
time.
rodeo.
It
Actually,
made
it's
me
like one of the
love
best.
country music. I
Really
got a
fell in love
cowboy
with
hat.
country music. Who's your favorite artist?
Um,
Who'd
I
you go
love
see?
Chris. I all right. Well, I didn't see anybody that's my favorite artist.
Oh,
That's for
okay.
sure.
All right.
I love Chris Stapleton.
All right.
Um, but I think like it. I had like this Western itch for a while after
Okay.
that, where I was just like scratching it all the time. So I
Right.
was watching Yellowstone.
Right. Of course,
You
bro.
know, I was listening to only country music for like three
Okay.
months.
Wow.
And
Wow.
this is coming from a guy that grew up like 10 minutes away from New York.
Right.
And so you go from listening to like 50 Cent and Nas and Jay
Mm-hmm.
Z all the time
Yeah.
to, and now I'm listening to, if I play that music at home, they're like, what is this? There's no way that you have Morgan Wallen in your playlist right
Right. Morgan Wallen. Come on.
now. But yeah, no, that
No,
was
but
my
you got to
Buffalo.
broaden your horizons, bro. That's great.
Oh,
You
absolutely.
know.
Yeah. I love that. I also had a great time with, actually, you know what? I forgot about this.
Uh oh.
But it's actually an unforgettable thing. I don't know why I
It's
forgot about it.
unforgettable, but you
All
forgot.
my friends, all my friends, or majority of my friends, came from New Jersey to Houston, and all my friends and my roommate, which just needed to go back to Venezuela, um, and my girlfriend and her friends, we all went to, and this is before we were way before we were dating. We all went to Rufus du Sol,
Okay.
and it's like this group that they play instruments and they like make music like DJs at the same time, and they're from Europe, I believe, or no, they're I think they're from like Australia or something like that, but they make some awesome music. And we went to Austin, Texas. We spent a few days there and we had the most awesome time. And that honestly beats the rodeo. That was like, because it was all my friends, everybody together, having a
Wow.
great time. We
Okay.
were playing in the pool, barbecuing,
Yeah.
playing music. That was dope. That was
That's
really, really
legit, bro.
dope.
That's
Yeah.
legit. I love it.
If I didn't have this experience last weekend, that would have been my high of the year for sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Rufus the Soul. And I'm sure you guys know Rufus the Soul. I will put you on to
Yeah,
Rufus the
put me on,
Soul.
bro. Like I need some Rufus the Soul, I guess.
So, what are some things that you wish you would have done differently this year? Or
I'm working on um
or how about this? Better yet, lessons learned. What are some lessons you've learned this year?
well, I've learned a lot about leadership.
Okay.
I've learned a lot about development. Sometimes like you just Zentavo's taking as long as it's been taking has been difficult. There's a lot of lessons in the development of that that is going to help me develop the next phases more efficiently and effectively. I can't really like a couple of things are like I really need a better process of understanding the skill level of the people that are working on the project.
Mm.
And I think that it's super important to have very highly skilled people working on the project. I have hired some less skilled people in the hopes to accomplish um, similar outcomes for less cost. And it costs more in the long run if you don't build it right the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And so I depended on things to be done a certain way, and they weren't. And so we had to fix it. So one thing that you don't have is the luxury of just throwing a hissy fit. Woe is me. It didn't happen the way I wanted it to. No, you have to plan and bite the bullet and make decisions and keep going, you know?
So you said it was difficult. Difficult how? Like difficult emotionally, difficult like in terms of like planning. Like how was it difficult for you?
Well, difficult in like at first I didn't know what was wrong. Like
Mm.
in May of this year, it was like, hey, we've just kind of run out of our initial budget and everything's almost done, but we just don't have time with the current team to kind of finish it.
Mm.
Okay. So, like, I had a budget for that scenario, and that budget was, $30,000 a month for a period of time. Like, you know what I mean? So, I just ran out of 30 grand. Like, I don't have 30 grand next month, So, we have to stop, and it's not done. There are a few things that need to be finished. So, we hired someone to kind of finish those things, but there was too much time between the end of that and the beginning of the next. Like I didn't overlap that fast enough. Um, so that caused delay. Then once we got in there, there were problems that had to be resolved, and then who we hired wasn't capable of fixing some of the issues.
Interesting.
So then we got to a place where we're stuck and it was broken. So then I had to hire someone else. And that process of figuring out who to hire and how much is it going to cost and like having that money and being able to get it across the finish line. And then you go through like periods of doubt. Like, are people going to like this thing that I'm building? Are they going to want to use it? Like, I have a lot of time, money, emotions invested in this launch. And I needed to start earning money off of it like 6 months ago. So we're launching it today.
Yeah.
It should publish hopefully by Friday, maybe early next week. And that's a relief, right? And I feel like I've learned the lessons that I needed to learn, which is great. And like I said, like one of the lessons that I learned is like it's super important to understand the skill level of who's going to do the development and have checks and balances in place to make sure that is going smoothly. But when you're a startup and you don't have enough money, like you can't pay for checks and balances sometimes. So sometimes you're just trying to move fast, and it's okay that you break stuff. You just need to get it done. But then sometimes you can't get it done. And that was kind of where I was running into. It was like, hey, we're a week away. A week goes by. We're a week away. A week goes by. We're a week away. Oh, we like you fix one thing, it breaks another. You fix that, if something else breaks, you got like at some point it just becomes like,
Mm.
are we ever gonna make? And like, I'm the I'm the leader. I've been telling people about Centavos for 4 years. So it's like, so didn't we have a party, bro?
Yeah.
Like, did we have a party? Where's Centavos? Man, we're just fixing a couple of things. We'll be out here in just a minute. I've been saying that for 6 months, bro. At some point, like, it's like, is this dude for real?
Yeah.
It's hard. Like, man, just hang in there. It's coming.
Mm. I heard this analogy one time where they said, uh, "Stay in the pocket." It's like quarterbacks like to scramble because the pocket's getting real tight and they still need to make a decision. And some quarterbacks will feel the pocket getting real tight and they'll panic and they'll scramble. Other quarterbacks are patient until the last second. I saw Shador Sanders. Um, God bless him. He was literally getting tackled, stayed in the pocket as he's getting tackled, does a pass way downfield, like probably like a slant route that developed. But he was waiting, and he with one arm just boom hits his man. So I think it's tough, and I don't know what it's like to be in your position, but I can empathize with that for sure. It's hard. And I do a lot of project based work when I build systems and stuff like that. And when people are pressuring you, external like stakeholders and stuff, they're like, hey, buddy, you said last week, you kind of get that pressure and you kind of start to face, reputation. You start to think about things like that. Stay in the pocket.
Stay in the pocket. No, it is difficult. Leadership is really about being able to be in the middle of a storm and being calm and identifying the processes and systems and procedures that you need to get out of the storm and being the little engine that could and figuring out a way.
Yeah.
And sometimes like you stay in the pocket and sometimes you have to pivot and sometimes like I went through 3 developers. I finally
Wow.
have someone that's doing a great job, but it took me a minute to really understand if he was doing a great job or not. Like
Yeah.
I was
Full
several
stack?
I'm sorry.
Full stack developers?
You know, I think he's full stack. He's got a little bit of a team. So there's
Okay.
back end, there's front end, there's a lot of moving parts in the development. So I
Okay.
have a few players playing the
Okay.
game, but I'm talking about the programmer, and he's doing. I think he's doing both front end and back end. But I think he has some help on the back end as well. So I don't know. He's working with a little bit of a team, but I don't know the whole team. I just know him.
Okay. That's,
But I got like 3 others in the wings.
yeah. That's
Um, I'm as a dad, I'm really trying to learn patience with um my second daughter as she becomes who she is, like letting her do her thing.
mm.
It's a little bit of a struggle. I kind of want to step in a couple of places, and I'm
How old
like,
is she?
so she's 18.
She's 18. Man, when I was 18, I was a rascal.
Yeah, she's not a rascal, but
I'm just saying.
no, I feel it. When I was 18, it was like you don't even want to know me. Like 18 was tough, bro.
Yeah.
I did not want to be here. No, grateful. Like she's doing it, and it's hard, and so she's struggling a little bit, and I'm trying to learn how to be a father that lets her experience life and come to me like that. She called right before the podcast,
Mm.
right, and she was like, "Hey, can you help me out with something?" You know, and so it was great. It was a great moment. Sometimes I like.
You were like, yes, I can. I'm so glad you asked.
But sometimes I become like this like professor dude who's like very intense, like you need to do this, you need to do that. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? She's like, say, hey dad, can you be soft?
Ooh,
And I'm like,
that's hard.
I'm gonna do everything I can to be soft. Let me try to be
You're like
playful and
shaking, like,
but
I want to tell you this.
I don't know why, like you get a little riled up, when they're facing things that you've faced before and like you feel like you've already told them how to deal
Yeah.
with it and everything. And it's like bah, 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 and it's like
Man, do I have
that's
something for
not
you?
how they learn
Do
necessarily. You know what I mean?
I?
Like it feels like judgment and criticism.
Yes.
So like I just want to be like, I know what you're going through. This is what I was feeling when I was going through that. This is what happened. It's like terrible. Okay. And then this is like what I did to fix it. and that's how it works. And there are some other options. You could do this, you could do that, you could do the other thing. You got to figure out what works for you and make it happen. Like I'm really trying really hard. But like when you're stressed about work and you're stressed about life and you're stressed, like when people, like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I'm like that. That's the thing about being a leader. Like I need to be okay. I need to invoke confidence even when things are going not great.
Yeah.
You got something for me. You were saying.
Yeah. What I was saying earlier is like I dealt this year with disappointing a lot of people. Or at least I felt I disappointed a lot of people.
You did say that. You felt
Right?
like you disappointed a lot of people.
The singular thing. So there was this person that came up to me at church a few different times. She's like an older sister. She reminds me of my older sister a lot. She came up to me a few different times at church, like checking in, like reading me, seeing me, checking in. She told me one thing. She told me a lot of different things that were helpful, but this singular thing is the most important. She said, "Hey, I just want you to know that you can fail here, and it's okay, and you have room to frustrate." And so, you know, you know, she read me like a book. She said, "You know that you frustrated some people unintentionally." She said, "But you know you have. And I just want you to know that it's okay. There's still love here."
That's grace.
Exactly what she said. And I'm like, that is exactly what I needed to hear. And that I didn't know I needed to hear that because I didn't know. But sometimes, yeah, people can. I had people that would call me, "You gotta do this, you gotta do this. Hey, what's going on with you, man? Let's go talk." And I'm just like, man, I got 100 different things I gotta do. Sorry I can't have lunch with you. Sorry I couldn't show up. Sorry
Yeah,
I couldn't
bro.
do
Get
this.
in line, bro.
Right?
Shoot. Like, come on.
But having somebody be like, "Hey, listen, you can make your mistakes and I'm here." That is like, wow. That one really touched me.
I'm so glad, bro. I'm so glad. I think it's an important lesson. Um, I'm a perfectionist. You're probably a perfectionist.
Yes.
You've got to make room for plates to break. I've gotten so overwhelmed, so inundated with deadline and responsibility and inability. Like, I can't make this happen.
Yeah.
I've let all the plates, like, what, like, I feel like, spinning plates, bro.
Yeah.
7 or 12 of these things spinning at one time. And I've gotten to the point where I just let them all fall, bro. Like, I'm done. I'm done. It's a scary moment. And what I found was they don't all fall.
Yeah.
Whether miraculously, whether the Lord starts spinning a plate for me, or whether someone else picks up the plate and like helps out, or whatever plates fall and break, those ones I don't need anymore. And you're not gonna succeed if you don't fail. You're not.
Mm.
Failure's a part of the process.
Yeah. I agree. So, 2026 lessons. I'll tell you a lesson for me.
2025 lessons.
Oh, sorry, 2025 lessons.
Hey, he just like Back to the Future does. So like, please bear with us. It's not 2026.
Not yet.
Unless you're watching this in January.
In
If you're watching
January,
this in January,
then it's
it's 2026, but we
2026.
don't have lessons yet.
Not yet.
We're 2025 lessons.
Yeah. So,
What was your greatest lesson that you learned in 2025?
greatest lesson I learned in 2025 is accepting grace.
I love that. It's super important. This is what I'll
Definitely.
say about that. If you feel guilty and ashamed, that emotion isn't helping you achieve your goal.
Yeah.
If you don't give yourself grace, if you don't receive grace from others, if you don't give grace to others,
Yeah.
you don't play the grace game, you're going to miss out on a lot of joy, and you're going to miss out on making some things happen. Some things are not going to happen because you haven't let it go,
Yeah.
right? Um,
You get stuck in a loop.
you
When you
get
don't
stuck in a loop.
accept
Like
grace,
it's
you get
exactly what
stuck
you
in
were
a
talking
loop.
about earlier.
Yeah.
Like, like, man, I messed that up. Oh, I'm pissed at myself for messing that up. I can't believe I'm a loser. Like, you
You
know what I
didn't say
mean?
that.
Oh, you didn't say that one? I was like, ah.
But yeah, what are, let's we I know we don't have much time left, but 2026, what are you looking forward to in 2026? What do we have in store?
One of my goals this year was to stop serving clients and start really focusing on the development of Centavos um, and supporting the team. You know, really training them, developing systems and processes a little bit better, like converting from an accounting practice to accounting and tax practice to a tech company. Really looking forward to making that transition now with Centavos out. You know, we're gonna try to sell it like crazy, and then raise the next round of capital so that we can build the next level. And just really looking forward to changing my focus from client work to really developing the company.
That's great,
Really
man.
excited about that.
Yeah. Um,
That's work.
yeah.
Yeah.
What about
Family.
yeah.
um really excited to work on my oldest daughter's transition from college to life.
Oh, she's graduating this year?
She'll be graduating next year in 2026.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh wait, but wouldn't she graduate in 2027
She
technically?
might graduate in 27. Never mind. That's not 26.
Rewind.
I want to lose 30 pounds.
We can make that happen.
Hey, we're gonna foreshadow. We plan on doing some, on location type stuff, and Ben's gonna teach us how to get in shape a little bit. It's gonna be cool.
Yeah, man. I that's my bread and butter, so we're gonna have a lot of fun
Apparently,
there.
you should wait till you see him with his shirt off. Ladies, just calm down. Calm down. It's okay. It's gonna be all right.
But yeah, so 2026 we'll have that in store. We'll be doing a lot of fitness health. We have a lot of new guests that are going to be coming on the podcast. So we got that to look forward to as well. Yeah.
So, look, wisdom of the week.
Wisdom of the week.
Wisdom of the week. I think this is really important, right? Really connect with your creator. Identify your best self. And forgive anybody you need to forgive. Give grace to anyone you need to give grace to. Say goodbye to 2025 and welcome 2026 with peace, hope, and joy.
Yeah. New Year's resolutions.
Like, we got to stop the drama. We got to start loving each other again.
Yeah.
It's important. Let the healing begin. Wisdom of the week.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I think that the only way that you can get to the next level is to let go of the past. You need to let go of the past because the past is like carrying bricks in your backpack. It's harder to run and you get to your destination faster, more efficiently, without that weight on your shoulders. So just let it go and move on. 2026, new goals, new resolutions, new insights,
No
new you.
resolutions. Those don't work.
Uh,
I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
but it's a moment. It's a moment to self-reflect and move forward. So take it, own it. It's yours.
We're so excited, everybody. We're going to see you next year. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and download Centavos.
Make sure you download Centavos.
Until next time.
See ya.